This is very important. Okay, let's go back. We're talking about one more thing. We'll touch on this one somewhat briefly, but it is very important. So what I'm trying to express to you is the pushbacks you're going to get from people, right? You have to eat less, starve yourself to lose weight. Everybody knows that. You have to count calories and eat less. Nah, no. We took care of that one. You have to exercise more to lose weight. No, we took care of that one too. Nonsense. No science. I'll do an hour-long AMA just on the science of fitness if you'd like me to. Just on the science, for all the nerds out there. Talk about this stuff for hours if you want to, but you don't care right now. That's not why you're watching this video. Debunked calories, debunked fitness. Let's talk about number 3. I can't afford to eat healthy. This one is particularly upsetting to me. I can't afford to eat healthy. I get it all the time. Organic is too expensive. You say grass-fed meat is too expensive. Pastured eggs are $2 more. They're too expensive. Produce is too expensive. This, that, the other thing. It's too expensive, right? I can't afford it. Now, what's happened in the Academy that's pretty cool is we have a whole lot of moms, which gives me a whole new perspective on the world, really. I have a mom, but I'm not a mom. Never gonna be a mom. So I have to listen to the moms and hear them and hear their complaints. And I hear the same thing over and over and over. And these moms, again, they think their story is unique. Their story is individual. They have a unique story. The problems that they're dealing with are not particularly unique. You know? There's always gonna be unique stories. You guys know the story of my niece, who has a rare genetic disorder. She's one of 150 in the entire world. That's some rare shit, okay? It happens. Sometimes crazy things happen that you can't explain and you can never change. Those things happen. But most of the time, I have 4 kids and my job pays me X and groceries cost Y, and my husband makes X and groceries cost Y, and I can't afford this. I can't afford to feed my family like this. So let's go back here and here. What are you telling me? Because I read between the lines. This is why the success rate is so high in Clovis. Because everything that I say to you to get compliance, I hate using that word, but to get compliance, is we're talking about what's here and here. I don't care about your bikini. I care about here and here. So if you're a mom and you're saying, I can't eat healthy, I can't afford to eat healthy, I can't afford to feed my kids healthy food, okay? What do you feel? I know what you feel because you tell me. Some of you, I'm going to say these things to you, and it's going to be real upsetting because you're the ones that have been emailing me. You feel hopeless. You feel helpless. You feel trapped. You have kids you didn't expect to have kids. Now you have kids and they're your whole life. You feel trapped. You want to eat healthy for yourself. But what comes first? Always the kids are going to come first, right? Well, if I was still single and didn't have kids, I could afford to get organic groceries like Justin does. I could get grass-fed beef, right? So you start feeling trapped. You feel this real trapped feeling. But what it always comes back to, what all of this comes back to, and why I'm touching on these 3 things, the calories, the exercise, and can't afford to eat healthy. I'm touching on these things because everybody pushes it inward. They say it's my fault. It's my fault I can't afford to feed my kids healthy. It's my fault that I can't eat healthy. Or my family's not on board. I can't get my family on board. I can't get them to ditch junk food. I must be a terrible mother. I have a little kid who's a dictator who runs my household. I'm a terrible mother. I'm a terrible mother. Everybody pushes it inward. This. That's what it goes back to every time. This is why I do this work. I'm so sick of this. I'm sick of this. And I need people to understand that they need to sort this out. They need to sort this out before they can sort out the rest of it. And it's not your fault. It is not your fault. You've simply been operating on bad information, but it feels like your fault. If you have a kid who's a fat kid, like 11-year-old Justin was, and he comes home and he's real upset because somebody called him doughboy, like what happened to me, the older kids would slap my belly, call me doughboy, that used to happen, right? If a kid comes home crying, you're going to blame yourself. I get it, you're going to blame yourself. And I was the same way. So the idea is this all goes together, right? It's not you've been programmed by masterful marketing companies. Like I said at the beginning of this thing, Quaker Oats has you convinced that healthy whole grains, if you're going to run a 5K, you better have some oatmeal. What does every runner do? They do a bowl of oatmeal with fruit, right? All this crazy stuff is marketing. You've been hit by marketing companies. You have not been hit by nutrition experts. You have not been hit by people who care about here and here. You have people who care about here. They want your fat wallet to go in their thin pockets to make their pockets fat. That's all that they give a shit about. You have to understand that. You've been hit by marketing companies. So, I can teach you how to fix that. Because the fact of the matter is, my grocery bill is probably less than yours. Even if you were a single 31-year-old bachelor like me, eating junk food, my grocery bill would still be cheaper than yours. I'm certain it would be. Because I figured it out. So the fact is, I can teach you to slash your grocery budget significantly. 100%. Even in the academy, this isn't something we go deep in, but we can. If you want to talk about it, but it takes a little bit of effort. If you want to figure out how to make this lifestyle far more affordable than your previous lifestyle with your grocery budget, we can do that. Now, I did the same thing that everybody else did. Eat less calories, exercise more. So when I was a kid, once I learned how to lift weights and everything, then I had my license. I get my license, I'm driving home from school, and I would stop at Subway. Now in my head, I know that as long as I burn enough calories that night, I can eat whatever I want. So I'm justifying shitty food choices. I'm justifying junk food. So I don't know if anyone's ever done this, but I would walk into Subway sandwich shop, and I would give them $1. Here's your $1. I would like a foot-long Italian herbs and cheese. Notice I did not say a sandwich. I mean the loaf of bread. I'm going to give you $1. You're going to give me a 12-inch loaf of bread, and I'm going to drive home and eat that entire loaf of bread because it's delicious. And then I'm going to say, it's cool. I'm going to lift weights for an hour, and I'm going to run on the treadmill. Doesn't matter. There are people out there that say to me all the time that where the food comes from doesn't matter. What? I can't even wrap my head around that thinking, but I had that thinking when I was younger. It was the same way in college. I boxed in college. So there was a boxing gym that I would go to every day, 6 days a week for 2 hours. I would go 2 hours a day and box and damn near kill myself every single day, 6 days a week. Then I get home, microwavable pizza and ramen noodles. Microwavable pizza and ramen noodles. But I worked out for 2 hours. I'm going to burn it off anyway. Doesn't matter. I'm going to burn it off, right? We have to get you out of that mindset. Because the result of my hard work was feeling like shit, being smushy, never having abs, smushy here, smushy here, smushy here, smushy everywhere, while working out 2 hours a day. And eating bread and microwavable pizza and ramen noodles and blah, 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 blah. The fact of the matter is you do need to eat the right foods. Okay? But what if I told you I could slash your grocery bill? I'm telling you right now, you can eat healthy on a budget. Guaranteed, I can figure out any budget that you hand me, and no matter where you live, even if it's a food desert, I can help you work this out. Not only that, but I can cut the amount of time you spend in a grocery store in half. I walk into a grocery store now, it takes me 5 minutes. I'm in and out in 5 minutes. The issue is you're walking up and down the aisles, and little Timmy likes these Wheat Thins, and little Johnny likes these Apple Jacks, and hubby likes this Dr. Pepper, but mom likes this Diet Pepsi, and this one likes carrots, and this one likes celery, and this one likes Fig Newtons, and this one likes Oreos, right? You have a shopping cart full of shit, and you're spending $400 or $500 on what? And half of it goes bad. Look around your house 3 months later. You're going to find expired stuff that you didn't eat. Processed junk food in a package that you don't need. Think about it. Flip this stuff on its head. Just start thinking logically. Because maybe no one said it to you like this before. Walk around your house. See how many things you have that are expired. How many things are in a can. How many things are in a box. How many things are in plastic. How many things are all over your house that you're never going to touch that you spend $5, $6, $7, $8 on. You'll find hundreds of dollars in wasted groceries. For 90% of you, this is true. Yes, there'll be some outliers who have a house like mine. This is a direct quote. A direct quote from a client. It's amazing how simple my fridge has become. There is so much less stuff than there used to be, but there are so many more options for meals. It's huge. And at first they think I'm crazy. It's so freeing to not be driving home from work going, I want to try that new recipe that my favorite food blogger posted, but there's 15 ingredients. I don't know if I have all the ingredients. I better stop at the grocery store. Oh God, well, fuck it. I don't want to go to the grocery store. Maybe it'll be a Subway night. Maybe it'll be a pizza night. Ah, shit. All right? Let's get that out of your life. Do simple shit. Please. I'm telling you, just think about it like this. I care about here and here. How do you feel? That's a stressful scenario I just walked you through in the car. And all you moms and dads are doing it every freaking night, right? Let's stop the nonsense. Stop the nonsense. Do simple shit, okay? So to recap all this, I'm offering you freedom. That's what Clovis is. That's what Justin Nault does. I'm offering you freedom. It says, I am free all over our social media. That's what this is all about. Do you want to be free? Do you want freedom from junk food? Freedom from fast food companies, freedom from the marketing companies who don't care about you or your kids, freedom from your kids getting made fun of at school. Do you want freedom from all this stuff? I did. I was begging for it. Took me till I was freaking 25 years old to learn any of this stuff. And I damn near killed myself for over a decade before I got here. I'm 16 years into my health and fitness journey. It wasn't always this. I had to figure this out. And now I have a moral obligation to give it to you because it's that important. This is for the people who are unsure, the people who are lost, the people who are dealing with this guilt, shame, fear. Guilt, shame, fear, they feel alone. Don't be alone anymore. We have over 400 members waiting for you in the Clovis Academy. Over 400 members, all the testimonial pictures, facebook.com/group/Clovis Academy. Over 400 members. That's where you find community. That's where you find that your problems are not that unique and people have dealt with them. They have solutions that you haven't thought of. And that's what it's for. That's what the community's for. Let's take a little break.